weekend, a well-known boxer is fighting for a comeback. He's not looking to win just for himself. He also wants to win for his father, who is fighting cancer. Paul Vercammen joins me now with their story. This is quite a story you found here.
It's an unbelievable story. Sounds like something out of a Rocky movie. We have this great champion from Great Britain, Northern Ireland, Frampton. He's going to fight against Leo Santa Cruz, folk hero here in L.A. Latino community just loves him. And this is all going to go down on Saturday, and then there's this battle within the battle. Let's listen.
Yeah, it's very tough, you know. It was very hard, you know, when I first found out that he had cancer. You know, I cried and I imagined myself, like, you know, suffering. He was suffering from cancer, and he wasn't able to be with me, pushing me and doing all those things that I was used to.
Pues ahorita la quimo es la que me está molestando porque
the toughest part really right now physically is the chemotherapy, because it comes with a lot of side effects. It really truly is bothersome. At the moment I'm suffering from having a swollen stomach and my feet feel like they're on fire, but to this day I have not been afraid of the cancer.
I feel pretty confident, you know, in my training, with having my dad here with me. He's been my whole camp training me and motivating me, so he's been pushing me to my limit, and I think I feel strong, I feel fast. My legs feel good and everything.
Good counter by Santa Cruz, and he catches him with the 1-2.
I envision myself with my family, you know, right there after the fight, the judge, you know, raising my hand, getting my belt back, and everybody happy, screaming, and, you know, putting their hands up.
Ahora para esta pelea.
For this fight, I want to make a promise to his audience that he's not only going to beat him, he's going to beat him down.
Some of the hyperbole of the boxing world, of course, but you know that there's a lot of passion behind that from Dad, who's in his own fight. Tell us about the big fight this weekend.
So we can watch it here in the United States on Showtime. By the way, Santa Cruz is the 3-time titleist, so you've got boxers with great pedigree. And last year, many people felt that theirs was the fight of the year, as we discussed. I mean, sometimes these fighters just sort of waltz around each other, and for fear of being hit hard, they really don't throw any punches. These two guys super mixed it up.
Was Dad a fighter himself back in the day?
I think a bit of a fighter. I think the whole family's gotten into it, Michoacan, Mexico. But also, by the way, Dad is really soft-spoken. So for him to say he's going to beat him down was really
That
bold.
was big.
Yeah, because they're a very humble, low-key family. You'd almost be shocked when you're in their presence that they're fighters. So it was rather amazing.
There's so many varied stories when you go to these boxing gyms, overcoming adversity, struggling. But this is one that I hadn't heard before. Dad, as you mentioned in the piece, is in remission now, feeling hopeful about the future.
He is. He's feeling very hopeful, but he says the pain is there. And then that sharp point, that reminder, the needle going straight into his arm as we're interviewing him, taking a break.
That is a tough
Having to have that blood test as his son is training. I mean, that's reality. And that, I think, it speaks to just the sort of unpolished passion that this entire family has for their craft of boxing. And we'll just have to see what happens. Also, quick shout out, I think Gary Crook and Chris Audick, the editor and the shooter, just did a fantastic job in telling that story.
It takes a whole group of us to do these stories that we bring you day in and day out, and I appreciate you acknowledging our coworkers here. Thanks so much, Paul. Great story for us. Well, that's a wrap for us here in Los Angeles. Let's check in with On the Story and my girl, Erica Hill.